Alaska, often imagined as a frozen wilderness, a place where time seems to stand still and nature reigns supreme, has just become the epicenter of global attention, drawing the eyes of the world to its remote towns and icy landscapes. Recent events have shattered its quiet image. A major earthquake rocked the land, a dramatic courtroom reversal stunned the legal community, and a bold military maneuver swept across the Arctic, signaling a new era of strategic importance for the region. These aren't isolated incidents, they're signals of seismic shifts in science, justice, and geopolitics, all converging in this once sleepy frontier. A long, quiet fault line roared to life, sending tremors through the earth and forcing scientists to rethink Alaska's seismic risks and the safety of its communities. In the courts, a judge's error overturned a high-profile conviction, raising urgent questions about justice, accountability, and the reliability of the legal system in times of crisis. And on the ice, American and Norwegian soldiers trained together, forging new alliances and sending a clear message to the world about the shifting balance of power in the Arctic. Alaska is no longer just a backdrop for adventure shows or nature documentaries. It's a stage for the world's most pressing dramas, where every event has global consequences. Here, the Earth's raw power, the law's precision, and global strategy all collide, creating a crucible for change and a testing ground for the future. The world is changing rapidly, and Alaska is where those changes are most visible, most dramatic, and most unpredictable. This is the story of how a remote wilderness, once overlooked, became the center of everything, a place where the future is being written in real time. What just happened in Alaska didn't just shock its residents. It sent shockwaves across the globe, reminding us all that even the most distant frontiers can change the world. On a cold January night, south-central Alaska was rocked by a magnitude 5.2 earthquake near Takatna. The shallow quake sent shockwaves across the region, rattling homes and nerves from McGrath to Anchorage. For many, it was their first real taste of the Earth's raw power, a jolt that left a lasting impression. What made this quake alarming was its location. The Iditarod-Nixon Fork Fault, dormant since 1935, suddenly sprang to life. Scientists and residents alike were caught off guard, realizing that even quiet faults can awaken without warning. Aftershocks kept communities on edge, as people checked for damage and shared their stories online. The event was a stark reminder. In Alaska, the ground beneath your feet is never truly still. Even a century of silence can end in a single, earth-shaking instant. The quake forced everyone to reconsider what they thought they knew about Alaska's geology. In the last frontier, unpredictability is the only constant. The January earthquake was more than a scare. It was a scientific breakthrough. Seismologists had long debated the Iditarod-Nixon Fork Fault's potential. Now, its power was undeniable. The quake confirmed the fault is active, right lateral, and capable of major events, akin to California's San Andreas. This revelation means communities and infrastructure once thought safe may face new risks. The event validated old theories and forced a complete reassessment of regional hazards. For scientists, it was a rare chance to study Alaska's tectonic forces in real time. For residents, it was a wake-up call. The landscape is alive and always changing. The quake's data will shape safety plans and building codes for years to come. Sometimes a single tremor can rewrite everything we thought we knew. As the ground settled, Alaska's legal system was rocked by its own upheaval. The Court of Appeals overturned Rigoberto Guillermo Walker's attempted murder conviction, not because of new evidence, but due to a critical error in jury instructions. The case involved a brutal, senseless attack on a 74-year-old woman, leaving the community shaken. The reversal wasn't about innocence, but about the law. The jury was misled on what intent to kill really means. The decision sent shockwaves through the state, reopening wounds for the victim and raising tough questions about justice. Walker remains convicted of first-degree assault, but the possibility of a retrial looms. The case forced Alaska to confront how easily justice can be derailed by a single mistake. In the pursuit of justice, process matters as much as outcome. At the center of the Walker case was a single, deeply problematic jury instruction, known as the Mann instruction. This instruction became the focal point of the legal battle that would ultimately overturn the conviction. The Mann instruction told jurors to presume intent from the natural consequences of a defendant's actions. While this might sound straightforward, it's a shortcut that Alaska's courts have explicitly banned for nearly half a century, recognizing the dangers it poses to a fair trial. By allowing jurors to assume intent, this instruction risks shifting the burden of proof away from the prosecution and onto the defense. That undermines a core principle of justice: the state must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Despite clear objections from the defense, the judge included the man instruction, and the prosecutor emphasized it during closing arguments, making it central to the jury's deliberations. When the case reached the appeals court, the judges found this error was not harmless. They determined it was impossible to know whether the jury convicted Walker based on actual evidence or on the presumption created by the flawed instruction. The ruling wasn't about excusing violence or minimizing the seriousness of the crime. Instead, it was about upholding the fundamental fairness that must be guaranteed to everyone, no matter the circumstances. Even when faced with terrible crimes and public outrage, the law must be followed to the letter. If the process is compromised, so is the outcome. The Walker case has since become a textbook example in Alaska's legal community, illustrating why procedural safeguards and proper jury instructions are so critical to justice. A conviction must always rest on solid facts and the correct application of the law, not on shortcuts or assumptions that threaten the integrity of the verdict. This decision stands as a powerful reminder. Justice is only as strong as the process that delivers it, and every step must be protected. In Alaska, the rules of law are paramount, even when the stakes are high and the pressure to convict is immense. The Walker reversal is more than a single case. It's a reaffirmation of Alaska's legal standards. The man instruction was outlawed in 1978, yet its use in a major trial exposed a dangerous lapse. The Court of Appeal's decision sends a clear message: the burden of proof always lies with the prosecution, no matter the crime. This ruling will echo in law schools and courtrooms, reminding everyone that shortcuts in justice are never acceptable. Appellate courts play a vital role in safeguarding fairness, ensuring the law is followed precisely. The Walker case is a powerful lesson. Justice is about the journey, not just the verdict. Alaska's judiciary has shown its commitment to self-correction and constitutional principles. Even in the face of disturbing crimes, the rules of law must stand firm. While Alaska's ground and courts shook, rocked by the force of a powerful earthquake, another kind of tension was building far to the north. In the vast, frozen expanse of the Arctic, a different drama was quietly unfolding, one that would test the mettle of soldiers and the resolve of nations. In March 2024, 150 U.S. soldiers from Alaska's 11th Airborne Division embarked on a journey over the North Pole, landing in Norway for Arctic Shock, a high-stakes joint exercise with their Norwegian counterparts. This was no routine drill. Soldiers leapt from aircraft, parachuting into a world of ice and snow, where the sun barely rises and the cold bites through even the thickest gear. They pushed themselves to the edge, trekking through blizzards and enduring relentless Arctic winds, testing their limits in some of the planet's most brutal conditions. The operation was a showcase of rapid deployment, adaptability, and cold weather combat skills, demonstrating that these troops could respond quickly and effectively, even in the harshest environments. Their resilience and teamwork proved that these forces can not only fight, but also survive and thrive at the very top of the world. Every detail mattered, from the frost-covered gear to the determination in their eyes. Each soldier's grit was put to the ultimate test. But Arctic Shock was more than just a training mission. It sent a clear message to the world about unity and resolve. The U.S. demonstrated its unwavering commitment to NATO and its readiness to defend the Arctic's increasingly strategic frontiers, no matter the obstacles. As melting ice opens up new shipping lanes and access to untapped resources, the Arctic is becoming a new arena for global competition and cooperation. The region's importance is surging, drawing the attention of world powers and making exercises like this more vital than ever. Joint operations build trust, sharpen readiness, and ensure that allies can work together seamlessly in the face of new challenges. The world watched as U.S. and allied power reached into the most forbidding environments, proving that no frontier is too remote for their reach. Today, Alaska's soldiers stand on the front line of a new global chessboard, ready to defend the future in a rapidly changing Arctic. Arctic Shock is part of a broader strategy to secure the rapidly changing High North. As Russia and China expand their Arctic ambitions, the US and NATO are responding with unity and resolve. Alaska's location makes it a critical hub for projecting power across the Arctic and Pacific. The 11th Airborne's rapid deployment proves the US can reinforce allies in hours, not days. These exercises build real-world trust and interoperability, turning national armies into a single formidable force. The timing of Arctic shock, alongside other global drills, signals a proactive approach to security. The Western Alliance is shaping the future, not just reacting to threats. In the Arctic, freedom and international law are being defended on the world's harshest stage. Alaska stands at the center of this new era of global competition. 3 events, a powerful quake, a landmark court ruling, and a strategic military exercise, prove Alaska is no longer a quiet outpost. It's a crucible where the forces shaping our world are tested. Nature's power, the law's integrity, and the realities of global competition. The earthquake shattered assumptions about the land's stability, reminding us of nature's unpredictability. The courtroom reversal showed that justice depends on unwavering adherence to process, even when it's hard. Soldiers training in the Arctic revealed Alaska's new role as a front line in global security. These aren't isolated incidents, they're threads in a larger story of a world in flux. Alaska's tremors, legal battles, and military maneuvers matter to everyone. The ground is shifting, both literally and figuratively. By watching Alaska, we glimpse the challenges and transformations facing us all. The world is watching, because what happens in Alaska is a preview of what's coming everywhere.